While a kitten may be considered a baby animal for about a year, an elephant may take 20 years before achieving maturity, proving that the age at which an adorable animal species reaches adulthood varies greatly, depending on the species in question. And this, of course, has something to do with the animal's lifespans as well as their sizes. A longer lifespan typically indicates that the offspring of the animal will require more time to mature. However, some of us odd creatures known as humans have a tendency to remain stuck in our childhood forever. In this video, we'll be showing you the cutest and most adorable baby animals on Earth. Stay with us till the end of the video to get your heart melted right away, even if you're not an animal person. Baby Hedgehog. The infant hedgehog is one of the cutest baby animals. Hedgehog babies are born without eyes, and it takes them around 3 weeks to open. Hedgehog pups face an uncertain future from the time they're born until they're weaned. The newborns are useless blobs of flesh. At first glance, they might look like bloated tongues, but then they'll shrink into their quills. While you might hear a tiny peep from time to time, it's quite unlikely that the birds will venture far from the safety of the nest. The features of the face are blurry and wrinkly. The eyes are closed and the ears are flaccid. Hedgehog pups are often born with visible birthmarks and a lack of pigmentation. Some infants will get darker as they mature, depending on their initial coloring. Baby elephant. In contrast to the enormous elephants, are peaceful creatures that eat grass and rarely hurt people unless threatened. While adult elephants can weigh up to 15,000 pounds, newborn elephant calves only weigh around 300 pounds. Young elephants can't even get all 4 feet off the ground. A newborn elephant usually weighs between 200 and 300 pounds and has a height of 3 feet. As they develop, they put on weight rapidly, eventually reaching a maximum of 6,800 kilograms. Younger elephants are not born knowing how to use their trunks, so they spend time in the water practicing by swinging them back and forth. Baby dolphin. Sharks and other marine predators are the first things that come to mind when you think of the ocean. On the other hand, the most playful potential partner in the water is a large and cute species, dolphins. That's right. As aquatic mammals, you might assume that newborn dolphins have the same ability to breathe underwater as fish. However, dolphins lack gills, making it difficult for them to breathe underwater, and this is true for both adults and their young. Newborn dolphin calves are among the cutest marine animals on the planet. They use their tongues as straws since they are predisposed to grow mustaches. The amount of food that young dolphins consume is not under their control. Newborn dolphins have impaired vision and need a particular mechanism to locate their mothers within the first few days of their lives. Pup seals. When you think of the most social, non-human creatures, the seal comes to mind. Young seals are called pups from the time they're born until they're weaned at around a year of age. Puppy seals lose about half their body weight while learning to hunt. Seals mature at about 6 years old and can live up to 30 years. There's a special bond between a baby seal and its mother. The mother of a seal pup not only hears its cries for aid, but she also recognizes its unique sound. Seals are primarily found in the Arctic and Antarctic waters, though they can be seen on the coasts of any body of frigid water. Being strictly carnivorous, seals consume only meat. Although fish is their preferred seafood, they also eat squid and lobster. Baby deer. When we talk about the cutest baby animals, how can we forget about the adorable baby deer? The young of the deer are referred to as fawns, and they are significantly cuter than the adult deer. Calves of various species of deer normally weigh between 5 and 8 pounds when they're first born. Fawns only consume their mother's milk for the first 2 to 3 weeks of their lives until they're able to distinguish the flavor of grass. Moms will leave their young fawns alone when they go to feed so that they do not attract potential dangers to their offspring. Baby skunk. Skunk babies are born without eyes and don't open them until they're about 3 weeks old. As mammals, They have a nutritional need for their mother's milk for the first few months of their lives. As their fur grows in, you can immediately recognize them by their distinct black and white stripes. Young skunks often stay with their mothers for the first 3 to 4 months of their lives. Skunks are common in urban areas, open grasslands, brush, and wooded areas. Skunks are omnivores, meaning they eat both plants and animals, and their diet shifts depending on the time of year. Baby rabbit. A full-grown rabbit is still manageable in the palm of your hand, and it's not hard for them to find a restful stance. The newborn rabbits are only an inch long, so they may rest comfortably in the palm of your hand. Rabbits dig burrows in the dirt for shelter and warmth. After giving birth to her young, a rabbit mother would cover the den's entrance with dirt. These adorable bunnies rely solely on their mother's milk for nutrition while they're young. Young rabbits are fed by their mothers more than twice a day, but each feeding only lasts for 5 to 10 minutes. The entire day's supply of milk is given to them in this short window. The young can make it through the day on the nutritious rabbit milk they are fed. Baby giraffe. Due to their towering stature and lengthy necks, giraffes are easily distinguished from other animals. Despite their seemingly intimidating stature, giraffes radiate an endearing innocence that can't help but warm your heart. Almost everyone has seen a giraffe in a zoo at some point, but have you ever seen a baby giraffe? You're missing out if you haven't seen these adorable little golden species that smile right back at you. They have fully formed eyes at birth and look like miniature grown-ups. It takes a few hours for a baby giraffe's small horns to begin standing up straight after being folded flat against its head while it is still within its mother. Red baby pandas. You've probably heard of pandas by now, and it's common knowledge that they're pure joy. But have you ever heard of red pandas before? Even if you aren't a panda person, you have to admit that these little red cubs are too cute for words. The red panda is visually similar to a bear, but its diet consists primarily of vegetation and tree branches rather than meat. Red panda cubs resemble small raccoons or cats, but as they mature, their hairy bodies take on a more bear-like shape, unlike their black and white counterparts. These adorable creatures are native to the Himalayas and will make you want to give them a big hug the moment you lay your eyes on them. As they mature, they take on the appearance of a big cat. If you enjoyed this video, click here to learn about the smallest creatures in the world.